Now, when we talk about accessibility, one thing we're going to always bring up is the W3C, or the World Wide Web Consortium, which also publishes a checklist of accessibility guidelines. And I strongly suggest that you get that checklist. And all you have to do is search for Web Accessibility Checklist. And you will find this, print it out, and go through your website and make sure you can live up to at least the phase 1 part of the checklist. And it's very similar to the Google results or the Google checklist. Provide a text equivalent for non-text elements. Redundant text links. Organize your documents. Use clear and simple language. Ensure that dynamic content is accessible and clearly identify the target of each link. And that is done specifically with text links on the page. They're very similar, as you can see, and it's almost like Google guidelines were written from the Web Accessibility Checklist. Well, there's a reason for that. The reason is that search engine spiders are the most disabled users that will come to your website. They can't see, they can't hear, they can't look at images, they can't view Flash movies, they can't follow complicated JavaScripts, and also they can't accept cookies. They can't eat cookies, so to speak. And so when your site is built to be accessible to users that are using assistive technology like a screen reader or any type of voice technology, if your site is accessible, it will also be search engine friendly. And that's what we're looking at, is that the more accessible your site is, the more search friendly it's going to be. And building an accessible website is not a problem. It's not a hassle. A lot of companies I talk to, as soon as we start talking about accessibility, they start rolling their eyes and thinking about the excessive cost that's going to go into building an accessible site. And really, when you look at the business principles and why you should build an accessible website, it pays off larger dividends by doing that, because it's more open to the search engines. And also, when you're looking at accessibility, the goal is to build a website that's accessible anywhere, on any type of device, regardless of whether it's a computer, a cell phone, a screen reader. It doesn't matter the type of device or the type of browser or the type of computer. If your website can be seen on all devices anywhere, regardless of operating system or browser type, then your site's accessible. And to be accessible on that level increases the ability and your reach and your visibility in order to be found by as many search engines and users as possible.